Hi there, welcome back to Jay's Toy Collection UK, and my goodness, has it been a while. Before we get into the video, if you could hit that like button, leave your thoughts in the comments below, and subscribe if you are new to the channel, and do not forget to tickle that notification bell to find out when the next video goes up. But yes, as I said, it has been a while. The live streams have been gone for about 6 weeks now, but do stick around this week because This Week in Toys is going to return on Friday night, 9 p.m. UK time, as we will get into all the action figure news. But this video, not necessarily about action figures that you see behind me here in the revamped toy room. It is going to be about the Lego room. So we're going to take a tour and see what I've been doing over the last 6 weeks, where I've only made a couple of YouTube videos because I have been revamping this whole house. So do subscribe, as I say, to the channel, because there's going to be a lot of videos to come with all the different updates to the house. We've got the glass plan going on in the living room with the Hot Toys and the Mezco. We've got this plan you will see up here. Cheeky Monkey pans that way. You might see a little sneak peek of some wrestling stuff because that has changed. All the units have changed in the toy room, and of course the Lego room is now fully in and started to be built. So we're going to start there today, go into the Lego room, and let's show you what we've built so far. Right, do bear with me for this bit because I'm going to have to sort of zoom in across because we're going to start on the back wall. So on top of the wardrobe in the glass case is of course Cheeky Monkey's pride and joy, the Lego Home Alone house. So the Wet Bandits are in there, Kevin is in there. They're having a lovely time on top of the wardrobe. So what I've done since the last update is add this rather long double length back shelf. You've got about 2.5 meters along the back shelf. If I go round, there's my little uplighter, and we've hung some art on the wall of what potential sets could be represented here. So we have bought some Flintstones, we've definitely bought some Peter Pan, there is a Nightmare Before Christmas hopefully on the way, we've bought some Jurassic Park, we've definitely bought Indiana Jones, and Jaws is on the way, and there's room when I get some more photo frames down there. Do get some more in there. And if we come across to the unit here, you will see the Disney Peter Pan set and the entire complete collection of the Disney collectible minifigures CMFs, the collectible Series 1. I did manage to backtrack and get a whole set. Of course, this unit is not exactly tidy so far, but there's loads of figures to come there. There's even a 25th anniversary Star Wars that's snuck in. There's the light remote, some boxes, more boxes. This box here is entirely full of Lego minifigures. There's Ra's al Ghul, so I probably bought about at least 50 figures. We've got boxes and boxes for days of sets that are going to need building. There's Arkham Asylum, there's a Spider-Man bridge, there's a Jurassic Park, there's half a TIE Fighter built. What have we got there? We got the 66 car, we've got the Endor diorama scene, we've probably got a tumbler. Yeah, there's a tumbler in there. There's a Morbius in his car. We've got Lobo, of course, the main man himself is up there. We've got an upside down Hobgoblin. We've got Spider-Man Far From Home stuff. Of course, the X-Men jet. So there's plenty to build. And if I go to the top of these two Billy bookcases of what we've gone for here, we've got the K&J, the Kiara&J Lego room. Because, of course, Cheeky Monkey is definitely into the Lego. And we will go right to the top here. And you will see some of her sets. So we will start with, of course, Monica and Rachel's apartment from the Lego Friends range. That is on the very top shelf. These have been built for a while. They've just been moved into here. You've got Joey and, of course, Chandelier, the chicken and duck in the canoe, and, of course, their apartment. And there is Central Perk as well, built at the top. So we've literally, I think it's going to be a long time, and I've just walked into it and collapsed the Lego. You just witnessed a live death of the Scooby-Doo plane there. And there's a Harry Potter box. Oh dear. Cheeky Monkey better get rebuilding. I'm in trouble now. Cheeky Monkey is not happy about the rebuild. She's only just finished that thing. Oops. Right, let's film the back shelf then. My Cheeky Monkey gets on with her rebuild there. So I've zoomed in. Hopefully it's coming across clear enough. So the back shelf, this is going to be sort of like a mixed Lego City. Marvel, DC, any sort of pop culture, entertainment, cartoon. It's all going in here basically. So it's going to be an island on the floating shelf at the there. So you've got the greenery on that side, and then the water base plates are down on this side. And in the water, we have the Scooby-Doo Lighthouse set, including some of the classic villains from Scooby-Doo. We've got the Headless Horseman in there. We've got the sort of merman in there. The sea captain, I think, is around the back as well. And Shaggy's off in his boat. So I managed to get the lighthouse. The gap will eventually be filled by the Spider-Man Bridge to Nowhere, because he won't be able to get off the island down to the main city. It's also going to be filled with the sort of Statue of Liberty head from Spider-Man No Way Home, with all the villains and maybe some of the stuff from Far From Home based in the water. So you'll go through the water, and then you'll get to the sort of like Manhattan Island, if you will, but it's like a fun fair island is what I've got going on here. So there is the sardine factory at the back, because of course you've got to have a sardine factory in a Lego city. It's Catwoman, it's a fish factory, she loves a bit of fish. So Catwoman is in there, you should see, with Batman on the top. There's been a fire at the sardine factory, so the fire brigade have had to been called. There's been a chemical spillage as well going on. So I've tried to set up a bit of world building, a bit of diorama making. I've used all the 6-inch toy experience I've got of building sort of backdrops, dioramas and display scenes to try and get a bit of depth as you go into this. So you sort of head into the DC Fun Fair, if you will, here. So at the very back, you will see the Batcave set. So I think it's from about 2014, that Lego set there. I managed to get from eBay of the Batcave. So you've got all the characters there. Then in front of it, I've built what I think is called Jokerland. So you've got Joker here with the slide and the sort of working mouth, the Hall of Mirrors. And you've got the sort of vat of chemicals, like Ace Chemicals, he would fall into. You've got Harley Quinn on the tightrope sort of ride. And you've got a bit of Dick. She's got a hanging bit of Dick, ladies and gentlemen. There is Dick, tied up and bound, as Harley Quinn has him down there. Say what you will in the comments about that one. You've got the Penguin Ride. Oh, God, I can't even speak. The Penguin Ride. That's a tongue twister. There for the Penguin. And Mr. Freeze on the floor. He's frozen some of the ground, as you can see. There's a little brick-built penguin. I've added in Killer Croc, one of the mega figures there. And there's a fire going on in the dumpsters. And there's sort of a cannonball run there. So I sort of come back a bit, you'll see what's going on above the city. And then next to it, you've got a sort of full-on shopping complex, sort of the theme park setup at the back there. And this is the Avengers shopping complex. So you will see Phil Jones there himself, Hillphones, in the Ironmonger, in a massive suit, walking down the thing. Pepper Potts was trying to get a suntan up there in the sunbeds, but she is not happy because the Ironmonger is coming through. There is an Ultron disco at the very back, so we've got some Ultron drones and Ultron himself. So that's going on in there. And then we've got writing Hasbro's wrong. We have the white suit Avengers team, not in grey, in actual white from Avengers Endgame. So it's nice to have those in some form in the collection in the correct colours. So that is the back shelf. Let's come down to the table. So it is all fully sort of base plated in grey based plates, but eventually this will be covered by big sets and sort of Lego modular buildings as well. So it is all mapped out in my head. I think I'm going to have sort of the boutique hotel. Most of these sets have been purchased. They're just in the build pile, so it's going to take me, unfortunately, years to get all this built, but that's where that will be going in the current plans. I've built the train station. I've built it, I think, reverse and mirrored there, so it faces the other way. So there is Bruce Wayne himself. He's just he's got a paper and he's coming out of the ticket booth. Cheeky Monkey got quite excited by the space lady minifigure, so she was purchased. So just buying a train ticket. I like the space tourist. So there's a little alien tourist just chilling in the train station, and there is the bus that comes with the train station, being accosted by the Red Skull. So the Red Skull is trying to take out the train, and that big gap there, that is where the Avengers Tower will go. It's going to go to about that high, according to the size of it. So at the back there, the base plates are laid. There is Bane with his Nightfall Bane, but with a driller. So why he comes with a driller, I do not know, but he did in the Batcave set. Then we've got another base plate space down there for another building. So I have put in all the row plates, as you can see. So I've tried to do like a grid format, because hopefully I can go 3 layers deep on this in terms of the sets I can get there. So I'm going also, I say, big sets and modular building. So I can go 3 rows deep. I think I can get 7 sets in the back, 6 in the front, and about 6 in the middle. And you'll come across, you will see the main set we have managed to build, the Sanctum Sanctorum. So Cheeky Monkey did do most of this. I started it off, but she was definitely the one that finished it there. So the Sanctum is in. I have managed to say put it within the base plates, and I have managed to raise it up if you get there. So you will see the curb is actually higher than the row plate. So I've tried to make it as realistic as I can. It's going to cost a lot more parts because I've got to put sort of tiles and base plates underneath, but I want it to be as realistic as I can. So on the top, we've got Zombie Strange, and from the new Dungeons and Dragons CMF series, it's the Mind Flayer. So when it came out on the 1st of September, I managed to pick the Mind Flayer up. I thought we'd work well there as a sort of invasion of the Sanctum. Doctor Strange is out the front trying to guard the Sanctum against the Ebony Maw, and Wong is trying to help there, and Bruce Banner, he's trying to Hulk up, but he just can't get it up, can Hulk there. So he's got the half green face that's going on. And you will see a Ford Anglia next to him there, because Harry Potter has turned up with his friend Ron Weasley there, and they are in the hovering Ford Anglia. So I've managed to get some. I sort of got a Lego pick and mix, I like to call it, from their website, as I got some of the pick-a-brick stuff, and I got the clear translucent tubes to get everything raised up. The reason Harry Potter is there, Cheeky Monkey is a big Harry Potter fan, we'll get to that, but I needed a bank, so I have ordered the Gringotts Bank from Harry Potter, and that will be going right here. So that will be the bank of the town, of the city, and then we'll have Diagon Alley behind it there. So that's kind of what will be going on in that area. And we come across here. We started to build the diner, so I did backtrack the sort of 1950s style diner. It always reminds me of a sort of Spider-Man, that diner, that Dharma. Blue words today, I tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Not used to doing these videos now, am I? The diner reminds me, of course, Mary Jane Watson in the films working in the diner, so I had to have that set as well. I think Monica also worked in that diner in Friends, so she might have to make a bit of an appearance, and we have a gap there for another modular building. We come to the front here, where I've laid my little, I like these things, look at this. It tickles me, that. Absolutely tickles me, I don't know why. Just I love the fact that that works. So that is where the Daily Bugle will be going. I think it's going to be my favourite set, front and centre, and of course it will be massive there. As you see, the 89 Batmobile and the Joker just running away, and I've put in some traffic lights and all the sort of the cones and things in there. And there's a sponsorship by Mr. Who himself there. I think he's going to sponsor the Avengers Tower, I've decided. And there is King Tut. I have bought him, and I'm waiting for the Natural History Museum, because I want to make that the Batman 1966 museum that King Tut has taken over. And then we come into Avengers Park. So it's my own custom park, representing Infinity War then. So there's Thanos and Thor. Of course he should have gone for the head. So that's a scene I've tried to recreate there in Lego form. You've got Cap behind. If I come around, there's an innocent pedestrian on a little scooter. And there is the Black Widow with the blonde hair, and the Okoye, and the Outriders. So I don't need the Marvel Legends Outriders, because I've already army built them in Lego. They didn't cost 60 quid, so that was a bonus. And there is the Hulkbuster then, so the MCU Hulkbuster, and that will be outside the Avengers Tower. And as you notice here, what else have we got? We've got Doc Ock. He's robbed the bank, so comic book Doc Ock has robbed the bank, so he's in there getting ready. And then of course we have the track going all the way round the track. Cheeky Monkey wanted a train. I was like, how big do you want it? She's like, well, big. So the whole table. So we have nearly 3 meters or so of looped train track. So we've got to get some working trains going, and that will keep us busy. Right, let's go and see if Cheeky Monkey's finished the rebuild, because then we've got one more bit of the city to show you. With a bit of assistance, we got it back together. So here we are, final bit of the city then. So I've tried to say build down an off ramp to where the bank would be, but then we have the little train and the extra track, and then a little scene I've set up here with the erroneous Scooby-Doo aeroplane that just took a nosedive. So Scooby is flying round the back. Shaggy's in a bit of trouble trying to hold on to the tower, and I set a little scene up in the train yard then. So we've got the little guy trying to sweep up a puddle. So a puddle of mess has happened, and one of Scooby's cheeseburgers has fallen down, and there is a seagull having a nice bit of lunch on the floor. So I've tried to set that up, and one of my favourite things, in the portable toilet. What's in there? Oh, somebody's had a turd. Who's had a turd in my Lego city? Right then, under the table we go. So I've got these sort of bed leg risers in to raise the table to nearly 90 centimetres. That's because where you see all these big sets that we've managed to accumulate so far, you can see you can see what started it all there. Barad-dûr, the Eye of Sauron from Lord of the Rings, and it's nearly a metre tall. So I've had to raise the tables to fit this thing under the table, because the middle two tables will be the epic Lord of the Rings display eventually when I get there. So I say that kicked it all off. There's a whole map of Middle Earth at the back you'll be able to see eventually, of course, when we get there. But this table will be Cheeky Monkey, so this will be the Harry Potter table. So she is going to build this thing here, the massive Hogwarts castle. This is the first set they're releasing. They're releasing lots of sets over the next couple of years to build the biggest ever minifigure scale Hogwarts castle. So she started it off with a boathouse down there. So there is a Harry and Hermione and friends in the boathouse. So I've laid some blue base plates for the water. There is the Hogwarts Express that Cheeky Monkey has, and Hogsmeade Station at the back. So we're going to have a whole Cheeky Monkey Harry Potter section come in. And the final section over here will be, well, you can see a bit of the Barad-dûr at the back there as I've started to build it. But the final section will be Star Wars then. So we'll start down here with the Yavin 4 that I have managed to build. So we've got the X-Wing there at the side, the Y-Wing underneath. We've got Han and Luke getting their medals. And there's poor Chewie not getting his medal at the back. And the gap behind will be for the sort of Tantive 4 and the X-Wing will be eventually going in there. And in front then you will see the big set, the Cantina. Yes, I didn't go for the HasLab Cantina because I've gone for the Lego. So what I've done is put in this LAC table underneath so I can get 2 tiers of Star Wars in the display, as you can see under there. 2 tiers of Star Wars and all the lighting that is in place. So there is Luke's land speeder to go with it. So that will be where the Cantina's going. And I've laid some sort of sand coloured base plates because this set has just come out and I have just built it. So here is the Sarlacc pit and of course the skiff. So this is really cool. I really do like this. So much detail within this. 4 bags it was just to build that Sarlacc pit. So that was pretty cool. So we're going to have a skiff and a Sarlacc pit. But you're wondering what the big space for? Well, Jabba's sail barge. Jabba's sail barge should be here at the start of October, I do believe it's going to get released. So hoping to see images of that soon. So I have this massive space to get the massive, I think it's going to be about £500, unfortunately, UCS sail barge in there. So that will be the Star Wars plan. So that is the under the table display, the on top of the table display from this angle, the shelf, the artwork, and the Billy. Well, I hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Lego room tour. Might be a while till there's another version of that because I've got to do a lot of building, as you can see. But there'll be lots more to come on the channel. We've got the 6-inch collection. We've got the 12-inch collection to come. We've got the glass plan. We've got the IKEA Kallax plan. The whole house has been revolutionised. So it will all be documented here on YouTube. Do stick around, of course, for This Week in Toys. As this week, I'll probably recap San Diego Comic-Con. Just 6 weeks late. So stick around for that. I hope you've enjoyed it. I will see you on the next one.